I didn't get into like any schools. I got into one public university in Florida. And before that, like what happened was like my parents were down my throat. Like it was really bad with like, you know, you're failing, you're skinny, you have nothing going for you, you're playing Fortnite all day.
You're going to military school next.
Yeah, it was like I was supposed to apply to go to a military school and I didn't even submit the application properly. Like
Thank God.
he was just pissed. Like I was like, it was like, what are you gonna do? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm 17 years old, you know, I'm saying I don't know. And bro, the first chain that I really learned was it's like I hate people having leverage over me. I hate him because he had full authority to yell at me and tell me all this stuff. I'm under his roof. He just paid for my high school. So that's when I made serious intention to become financially independent. That was my first major goal, financial independence. And how did I start with that? It was very simple. Baby steps, baby steps every single time. My first goal with entrepreneurship wasn't even to make money. It was, what am I going to do every day? Watch a video learning a new skill. Watch a Brad Lee video on taxes.
Yeah, you saw knowledge.
Watch a video from this guy on real estate. Watch a video on crypto. Oh, he mentions Cardano. Let me look into Cardano. They mention a node. What is a node? And just diving down that rabbit hole. My goal at first was just journal and watch one video a day. And then that spirals into, okay, now I'm going to pick a business.
It's so important.
Drop shipping. That was my first goal business that I wanted to drop. Then it was, I don't have money.
But you're learning things along the way, bro.
Exactly, bro. Let me start a TikTok account. What I started the TikTok account, it was movie clips. Okay, now GameStop is trending. Do you remember when GameStop and AMC, and that was all popping? So I made a stocks account where I was just making some BS stock videos. Now I'm the stocks kid. Didn't know nothing about stocks. I'd be reading a book and then make a video teaching it on TikTok. And slowly, and here we are. And I've been guided to the ultimate truth.
And then you met Unc.
But this is what, you got to make that intention. You got to trust.
He started with his mother until one day he met an Albanian. The rest was history. The companions are one on a many, never alone. They traveled the world together to fight against the evil that was coming. In the summer of 2026, an Italian and an Albanian find God together and push back against the evil empire. The companions in a theater near you.
It was retarded.
It was, but I liked it.
Anyways, bro,
the
point of my story was tawakkul. Trust in your creator. Take a risk with something, and it's going to work out, bro. Dive into the deep end, bro. When a baby jumps into a pool of water, watch the videos. They don't drown. They swim. Like this, they swim.
Fighting for their lives, bro.
Too many of you, and to your parents, bro, too many of you bulldoze everything for your kids. You don't allow them to get their face a little dirty with some dirt or go through a little bit of struggle and pick themselves up. You're the reason that they're going to get into the real world and be a terrible employee and be a terrible husband and be weak. A lot of the guys I meet at the masjid, you just want to grow them.
Dude, we met a few at the masjid, bro.
And there's some brothers, mashallah, big, strong, brothers, masculine. But there's a lot in the ummah right now that
question their...
You call me gay. And I'm not saying they're gay.
Call you. Dude,
and
clearly you're not gay.
And I'm not saying
clearly
gay.
I have an entire email and Instagram. I regret even saying we're trying to find you a spouse. For the record, it's a joke. He calls me fat, old. I call him.
Yo, take it the wrong way or don't. I don't care. I'm saying there's a femininity problem. A lot of men are feminine.
Dude, let's be
they
real.
don't have their balls. Let me just play video games and eat pizza and have my feet up, and then my wife is going to do everything for me because my mommy did that. My mommy did everything for me, so my wife is going to do everything for me.
Can we be real? Remember the other night we go to morning prayer together? Mm-hmm. And we met the brother, yo, wallahi, bro. He was like, I really questioned if he was... He's like, hey, I was like, dude.
Tawakkul. Take a risk. Trust in your creator and break the chains, bro. Analyze the chains that are holding you down. Get out of your hometown. That was another big one. Have to just like... It ultimately, for me, it just comes down diving into the deep end, bro. Taking risks and trusting in God. That's like, if there's one sentence that is the advice I could give to anyone, it's that.
Let your nuts hang.
Let your nuts hang. Bro, every single year, since 17 years old, I've been fully financially independent. Haven't relied on anyone. I've lived in a different city every single year. These exponentially grow you as a person, bro. I'm saying it's like, when I go back to my hometown, like there's nobody else that even did that. Everyone else is still there. The same thing.